For most of us, the traveller's life is always a dream and a fantasy. And how better to keep the spirit of our past memories alive and still remain hopeful for the future than through a carefully chosen tattoo? If you're up for it, getting inked is always a great idea to mark your journey and remind yourself to keep working on your travel goals. Let's take a look at 24 symbols of travel to perfectly capture your wanderlust. Number 1. World Map. The world map is one of the most common tattoos many travellers sport on their bodies. It symbolises the ultimate goal of the traveller, the freedom to go anywhere around the world. It can also signify the end of your journey, branding a traveller as one who's visited many countries and has had their fill. Number 2. Globe. If the flat canvas of a world map isn't to your liking, a globe tattoo can also fit the bill. Just like a world map, the globe can symbolise the entirety of your journey or your desire to keep travelling the world. For extra emphasis, you can add an airplane, boat, or paper plane circling the globe, or make it look like a palm is holding it, implying that you've got the entire world in the palm of your hand. Number 3. Individual countries. If you want to highlight a particular location, why not opt for maps of countries or states? They can be of places you've been to or wish to visit, or you could create the world map by filling it with the places you visited. Some travellers choose to get the tattoo done in the countries they've been to, adding local elements for a special touch. Number 4. Hot air balloons. Standing in for freedom and the slow and deliberate journey of travelling around the world, ideally in 80 days, hot air balloons are always synonymous with the archetype of the world traveller. Hot air balloons represent freedom and lightheartedness. They highlight your emotions where you are free from rules and responsibilities, a state where you actually begin to live in the present and cherish your journey. You can also try a variation by removing the basket entirely and have a globe or a pack of balloons hoisting luggage or a human. Number 5. Coordinates. If you want to be discreet and mysterious while keeping a personal reminder of the best places you visited, latitude and longitude coordinates make for awesome travel tattoos. Coordinate tattoos can have a more personal meaning and represent more than just a beautiful location. You can pick whatever font you want or even pair it up with a personal quote, date, or an image of the scenery or event you associate it with. Number 6. Airplanes. As a stand-in for the most common mode of transportation, airplanes are extensively used by many travellers to embody the idea of travel and wanderlust. Although airplanes may not represent freedom or respite from the humdrum of everyday life, as a vehicle of navigation, they represent the ability to traverse the world. If you're looking for a little extra variety, you can also get a tattoo of an airplane seat with your favourite landscapes off in the distance. Number 7. Paper airplane. Paper airplanes take a more playful and light-hearted approach to airplanes and can be a great substitute. A paper airplane signifies randomness and living in the moment. No matter how much you try to direct it, the paper airplane seldom travels the intended path. Instead, it chooses to explore, frequently stumbling across locations and people others rarely get to experience. Number 8. Boats. Boat tattoos can represent your wanderlust, especially if you're a sailor or casually into yachting. Boats are synonymous with navigation, exploration, the oceans, and freedom. As such, it represents the free spirit of the traveller and your potential as an ocean citizen, open to exploring the 7 seas and the lands that exist around it. Number 9. Oceans and waves. An ocean represents many things, such as tranquility, mystery, life, and unlimited potential, essential characteristics of a curious tourist. As such, the oceans and the waves can stand in for your desire to travel and explore. Just like the endless sea, the tattoo options available to represent the oceans are limitless. You can go for a minimalist wave, seashell, or a detailed scenery of a sunset with boats in the distance. Number 10. Footprints and boot prints. Tattoos of footprints or boot prints can leave a cheerful reminder that you're not afraid to create new paths or tread old paths to revisit your favourite locations. They can represent the desire to travel, hike, and leave a mark on this earth. Number 11. Cars and motorbikes. Land vehicles such as cars, camper vans, off-road vehicles, and motorbikes represent travel and freedom in the context of camping, hiking, and outdoor living. So if you're exploring the highways in a car, travelling from beach to beach in a camper van, or climbing mountains with an off-road SUV, a tattoo to remind yourself of your land vehicle will always be a great choice. Number 12. Compass. One of the most common subjects in tattoos, the compass stands for direction, navigation, purpose, and exploration. It's the fundamental symbol for travel and represents the explorer's ability to collect their bearings and resume their journey, whether an actual road trip, hike, or spiritual enlightenment. Newbies might find them cliché, but with a universally acknowledged symbolism, the compass has always remained a timeless staple of the tattoo community. Number 13. Pine trees. The pine tree represents virtue and immortality in the spiritual sense, while on tattoos it represents freedom, travel, and the great wilderness. Hikers are particularly fond of pine trees or evergreens, which represent the forest in all its glory. A stunning landscape of a forest laden with pine trees or intricate artwork depicting elk, wolves, mountains, lakes, and the sun will always make for great tattoos. That said, a minimalist pine tree tattoo to symbolise your travel experiences and wanderlust will also suffice. Number 14. Palm trees. Considered the de facto symbol representing vacation, freedom, tranquility, and the carefree travel lifestyle, palm trees make for great tattoos. You can't deny that whenever you imagine palm trees, it reminds you of the joyous times you vacationed on a beach, or at the least saw others having the time of their lives. Number 15. Mountains. It's no surprise that mountains symbolise nature, freedom, and adventure. Apart from the conventional symbolisms of eternity and stillness, the mountains and the surrounding landscape often stand as potent reminders to get out there and explore. A tattoo of the mountains can be a potent reminder and inspiration, encouraging you to climb those hills, trek through footpaths, camp outdoors, and witness the beautiful scenery through your own eyes. Number 16. Wildlife. Elk, wolves, and bears are woodland creatures associated with camping and hiking. As a result, tattoos incorporating these animals and scenes in nature can often represent travel, wanderlust, and the beauty of the natural world. Besides that, you can also use tattoos of exotic animals to remind yourself of your favourite country or mark your previous travels. Number 17. Skylines. For tattoos of skylines, there are only two options: minimalistic or fully photorealistic, and no in between. Whatever the case, these tattoos are great options to commemorate your trip to a famous city or country, or even mark the end of your travel journey. Number 18. Landmarks. One of the best ways to commemorate your trip to a famous city or country is to get a tattoo of their most recognisable landmarks. These include skyscrapers, bridges, statues, and ancient or natural locations. You can collect these tattoos with each trip and use them to signify each milestone during your travel journey. Number 19. Camping gear. Camping gear, such as hiking boots, bonfires, backpacks, and tents, for the main subject of a tattoo implies travel, freedom, and the wilderness. Often combined with coordinates, quotes, compasses, or natural landscapes, these tattoos can stand as an eternal reminder, letting you cherish those brief moments when you explored freely to your heart's content. Number 20. Quotes. Most tattoos will look great and add context whenever coupled with a fitting quote. That said, quotes on their own also make for great travel tattoos, inspiring yourself and others to live life on their own terms and work towards your goal of travelling the world. 21. Luggage and visa stamps. Almost always representing the need to travel, luggage, particularly travel suitcases, make for tattoos that can signify your wanderlust. These types of tattoos are depicted as suitcases filled with memorabilia from around the world, with various stickers and stamps. 22. Another fitting alternative to commemorate your journey across the world, and prove it to others, is to get tatted with characters, words, or quotes from the local language. These types of tattoos are great on their own or with other elements, but regardless, there's no denying that various letters from around the world definitely add some variety and an artistic appeal. 23. Signposts. Like compasses, signposts help us to gather our bearings and find where we want to go. It helps symbolise your journeys and stand as a beacon of inspiration, reminding you to never give up on your dreams or your destination. Number 24. Stamps. Even if they aren't the most aesthetically pleasing, tattoos of stickers or visa stamps can make for great reminders. In most cases, tourists prefer to get tattooed with a replica of their visa stamp, expiry date included. Others might prefer a tamer approach, with the names of the countries they've visited or the passport covers of different countries. Whatever the case, these will always have a personal meaning to the wearer and inspire others to travel more. So there you have it, 24 amazing travel tattoo ideas. Which one was your favourite and why? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and consider subscribing to our channel. It helps us grow so we can continue to create more content like this. Thanks for watching.